own sign for how we greet people here.
We used to have a move.
They go, woo.
Oh, that's fun.
I actually, when we introduced you, I knew you were coming out, but for some reason I forgot. And I was like, the screen is way over there, and it's on that. It's on Zoom.
No, I'm right here.
But you're here.
I'm
thank you for coming in person.
Thank you for having me.
So take us back in time. It's September 2020.
Yes.
The Emmy Awards.
Oh.
Big night for Schitt's Creek. Tell us about it. You won everything. You swept everything.
We did.
Yes.
We did.
Every single award.
It was pretty wild. I still feel like it didn't really happen, that I might be punked. It might be a punked situation.
Really?
But I was the last person to be announced. My category was the last one. And everyone had won.
Right, and you were like...
And I was just sitting there like...
Yeah.
And I was fully convinced it was not going to me. And so instead of sitting there being like, all right, what am I going to say? I was sitting there being like, who do I have to apologize to first? Probably Eugene, and then Dan, I guess, and then Catherine.
Right.
And so when they announced my name, it was like I blacked out, and about 20 minutes later, kind of came to, was told that I had made a speech. Was told that I celebrated.
No, but I totally understand that mentality where you're like, okay, they all won, and the chances of all of us winning are zero.
Yeah, zero.
So now I'm the cast loser, right?
Yes.
So that's what you're thinking in your mind.
Yeah.
So that's why you had that total out-of-body experience.
I think so.
Because you went into the fifth dimension.
I believe that's where I was, yeah.
So tell us about growing up. You grew up in Canada?
I did.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Ottawa, Ontario.
Oh, my goodness.
Guys. Yep.
There you are.
Ate a lot of cake.
Boy, but you were a lady while you were doing it.
Well, the tongue kind of balances out the delicacy of it all.
Yeah.
Grew up in Ottawa, lived in Montreal for a while, and now I live in Toronto.
Oh, how great. And so did you start theater in school? Were you a theater, nerd, as they called
much.
us then?
Just say it.
Right.
I'm a proud theater nerd. Yeah, I think I got the bug. I was, I don't want to brag, but I got the role of hyena number 2 in my grade 2 performance of Green Cheese Pie, written by my grade 2 teacher. And you guys have heard of it, right?
Who even knows what happened to hyena number 1?
Yeah, hyena number who, basically. So no, and I did a lot of theater. My high school had an amazing theater program, and so I did that for years, and then went to theater school for university. And
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you pick projects with great titles.
Yes.
Kevin Can Blank Himself is another one of those great titles. Tell us about this one.
My mom's not pleased with the name. We'll start there.
I love the. By the way, I'm only not pleased with the name because we have to use the word blank.
I know it doesn't pack the same punch. Kevin Can Blank Himself is the sitcom husband that we've come to know, the beer drinking kind of schlubby, sports loving doofus. It is not about him. It's about
what?
Yeah, what? It's about his wife, and what I love so much about the show is that it alternates between the sitcom world, but then when we follow Allison out the door, it becomes this very gritty, very dark, very rage-filled show.
Remember, I was like, it's everything. It's everything. It really is. It's in a shocking twist.
It's like this.
Our introductory clip really showed that.
Well, good.
Sometimes the clips, I'm like, I don't know why we chose this.
It's like being on the set and then walking out into the grit of real life.
It's so interesting.
Right.
And it looks different, too, doesn't it?
Yes, it's full.
The whole screen looks different.
Full sitcom set. But what's so cool about it is that for the single cam set, all they did was drop in a fourth wall, change the lighting, and bring all the furniture a little bit closer together, but it completely transforms the set.
But it's got to be exhausting to shoot that.
You know what? It's the trickiest part is shooting the sitcom stuff because there's nothing to do. As the woman in the sitcom, you're there to be like, Kevin, and then have like meat regurgitate. There was one day where my role was
blank yourself.
Yeah. One day, my job was to go in, and Eric Peterson, who plays Kevin, who's so amazing, just spat hunks of chewed up steak on me over and over and over again. So Mary Hollis, who plays Patty, my best friend on the show, and I become so jealous of the dudes in the sitcom world for having all the bits and all the fun.
Yeah.
So we feel very lucky to have the single cam world to kind of stretch our legs.
It's very interesting. It's called Kevin Can Blink Himself. It's Sundays, 9 p.m. on AMC and streaming on AMC Plus. Annie, thank you for coming in and good luck with this.
Another hit. Another Emmy.